What's up, everyone? It's your channel TFD back at it with another video. So, here's the scoop. Nike is making headlines again because they've had to reshoot their latest commercial. This time, we're heading all the way up to Indy to check it out. Let's get into it. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, everyone, you heard that right. Nike is definitely in hot water over their latest Caitlyn Clark commercial that dropped just a day after the Super Bowl. We all know Caitlyn Clark had a huge moment with her initial Super Bowl ad, which even got a reaction from Travis Kelce. But here's the kicker. The very next day, Nike released another commercial promoting their new signature t-shirts featuring the women from the first ad. And guess what? Caitlyn Clark's name wasn't mentioned at all. This oversight has caused quite an uproar online, and it's no surprise why. In the first commercial, Nike centered the narrative around Caitlyn, making it seem like she was poised to be the face of their brand. Then, out of nowhere, they dropped this bombshell by not even acknowledging her in the follow-up. Fans and critics alike were stunned, and social media exploded with reactions. Let's take a moment to break down this timeline and see how we got here. We'll check out both commercials and dive into the reactions that have been flooding in. So without further ado, let's roll the footage. I'm going to tell you they changed it, and in my opinion, a lot of people think that they added a voiceover. From my experience in editing, I have used this many times with other things. They actually changed it with AI.
Want to know what I'm selling? I'm selling greatness! Asia Wilson, 3-time MVP. We got Jordan Childs, we got Juju Watkins, we got Sha'Carri Richardson.
Okay.
And we got Arena Sabalenka.
Champion.
Hustling is not easy, but I love it. Sabrina, I know you want a tea. Thinking about it? You're thinking about it. They're gonna go fast, kind of like Sha'Carri. I accept card. Where's the card? Come on.
Oh, wait, but what's that box?
These don't come out till March. They may or may not be shirts, but if I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you. Oh, you want one of these? Nike.com.
Okay, first let's take a look at all the names that were listed out in the original ad. Here we go.
Asia Wilson. We got Jordan Childs. We got Juju Watkins. We got Sha'Carri Richardson. We got Arena Sabalenka. Sabrina.
All right, now let's take a look at this director's cut that just dropped and really listen to her voice. Because as someone who works in post-production as a professional editor, I've worked on some big projects. Now, sometimes we'll use AI to get a rough cut approved by the client, and honestly, we might just run with that cut. But this right here does not sound like a human voice. You've probably heard it all over YouTube by now. Released. But there's a certain cadence, a weird little interruption in the voiceover. And to me, it screams AI. Not even worth re-recording.
Released.
You want to know what I'm selling? Rookie of the Year, Caitlyn Clark. Rookie of the Year, Caitlyn Clark. I know you want a tea.
Okay.
Nike.com.
So, the backlash on this was huge. Everybody was asking the same thing. Why? Why? Why are you not marketing your most marketable player? And honestly, I can't disagree. Nike, why? Your stock is dropping. And do you realize that Caitlyn Clark's jersey sold out right after she was drafted? Sales for the Indiana Fever skyrocketed over 1,000%. Caitlyn Clark's economic impact in Indiana alone, over $36 million. The Fever brought in 186,000 plus fans to home games, a 265% increase from last season. Even the Minnesota Lynx are charging separate admission prices for Fever games just because of Caitlyn Clark. She is marketing gold, I tell you. Just look at this. Caitlyn Clark sold more Fever jerseys in one day than the entire Cowboys team sold last season. Now, I get it. They're hyping up Asia Wilson because she's dropping a new signature shoe in March, and Nike needs that to succeed. The signature shoe division is struggling, so yeah, push Asia. But do not ignore your golden goose, especially when you've named pretty much everyone else on that promo shirt, yet somehow left out Caitlyn Clark. Nike, what are you doing? I don't know what your marketing plan is, but it's making a lot of people mad. All right, now let's check out some of these comments before we roll the updated clip. Somebody said, Backhand index pointing right. So you make an ad and mention everyone except Caitlyn Clark? She is the reason for all the hype. Show her the respect she deserves. Can't wait for Cece to go to another brand that will actually respect her. Your history is bookmarked. Another person straight up called Nike a bunch of clowns, asking, backhand index pointing right, Nike, why wasn't Caitlyn Clark's name even said? And this one, brutal. Backhand index pointing right. Y'all are never beating the accusations, Nike. Why put Caitlyn Clark's jersey in this BS if the lady won't even say her name? Now, I ain't gonna say that last part of that comment, but you get the point. So, let's check out this new commercial and see how they fixed it up. Because I'll tell you right now, they went back into the lab and redid this commercial. They definitely cleaned it up, did a whole voiceover redo, and had to fix it, dog. Let's see how it turned out.
You want to know what I'm selling? Rookie of the Year, Caitlyn Clark. I know you want a tee.
Okay.
Nike.com.
That was a voiceover. Yes, a straight-up voiceover. Nike really went back and decided to patch this up after all the heat they were getting. Somebody said, backhand index pointing right. They put her in the director's cut, bro. You can't make this up. Nah, that wasn't no director's cut. That was a last-minute voiceover because of all the backlash. Asterisk, asterisk from people like me, from other content creators, and from y'all on Twitter. Asterisk, asterisk, calling them out for leaving Caitlyn Clark out of the damn commercial. Now, let's scroll down to these comments. One person said, backhand index pointing right. They threw in a voiceover rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. They probably didn't even have it in the script when they filmed it. I'm in tears. And honestly, I gotta believe it. That was clearly a voiceover, bro. No way that was in the original plan. You wanna know what I'm selling? Rookie of the Year, Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, that tiny little bit they snuck in. Rookie of the Year, Caitlyn Clark. Go back and watch the first version. You remember that? They completely redid it and just voice over the whole thing. Ridiculous. Nike, y'all are losing cool points for this one. Somebody even joked. Backhand index pointing right. They probably had her send them a voicemail with the CC part just to appease us. I'm crying. Already bought the shirt though. Another person said, backhand index pointing right. Not gonna judge you for buying the shirt. But every time they make money off CC, an angel loses its wings. And then this one, fire. Backhand index pointing right, F Nike. I gotta say, this was diabolical. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe Nike really went out like this. Someone else pointed out, backhand index pointing right. Caitlyn Clark got a cute jacket from Nike, so she doesn't care. No, she should care. They didn't even mention her at first. And then another person caught this. Backhand index pointing right. What she says doesn't even line up with her lips. They didn't even show her lips. That was a voiceover. They straight up cut over it. Now, I haven't seen the full new ad with the Caitlyn Clark part added in, and honestly, that's a good question. Where did they even get that audio from? Let's keep scrolling to the comments. Somebody asked, backhand index pointing right, wait, will Clark be there for the 50th anniversary? Another person said, backhand index pointing right, oh hell no, Nike is on the run. And then, who even is this lady? I think she's from SNL. That's pretty much it, man. I'm not really seeing people saying this is AI. I think this is very much real. And that's crazy. Alright, let's go back to the original source of this commercial and see if they actually fixed it. Here's the first one. Did they drop the new version here? But I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section. Did Nike fumble this commercial? Let's talk about it. And don't forget like and subscribe for daily updates.